So today I'm going to be doing a flawless foundation routine. I'm sorry if you can hear like loads of stuff going on in the background. My neighbourhood's been very noisy the past couple of weeks, so yeah, and the birds are out because it's spring, so it's a bit like meh. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing a flawless foundation routine. Now I am not saying that what I do is what you should do, or you know, this is the right way and or what you've been doing is the wrong way. I'm not saying that. This is just the foundation routine I do if I'm going out, and it basically just makes it more photo ready and looks a little bit more high definition than my normal makeup. So it's definitely a lot of caking on. If you don't like this, then just cancel out. You don't need to leave any nasty comments that I'm wearing too much makeup. It's just what I personally like to do if I want to achieve this look. And as you can see, I have some spots and things on me at the moment, so I'm going to be showing you how to cover blemishes too. So without further ado, I'll get on with the video. I always start with the moisturiser just because it hydrates my face and just makes the foundation and everything go on smoother, and it just primes your face. So I'm using the Clinique Dramatically Different and Moisturising Lotion Plus, and this is for the dry combination skin. And just like to leave it to soak in a little bit more so my face isn't sticky, and that means your foundation won't slide underneath it. Okay, so after my moisturiser has just sort of settled, I'm going to go in with primer, and this is just like a little tester, but I'm absolutely loving it. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is oil free, which is really good because I have oily combination skin. As you can probably see, I'm a little bit shiny on my T-zone at the moment. So what I like to do is I just pour this on my finger and I apply it with my hands again. I always make sure that my hands are washed before I start doing my makeup, but yeah. I'm then going to go in with foundation, and I've been loving the L'Oreal Paris Too Much Foundation, and I just find that this one, I think it's... I just dropped the lid. I find that this one blends really well, and I think it sort of like, it goes a little bit thicker once it's sort of like on you, so it can really give you high coverage. What I found with majority of the foundation that I've been using is if I have a lot of blemishes and I really want to put over coverage on them, which I will show you on these ones, I add a little bit of translucent powder to thicken up the foundation just so I can give it a higher coverage around that area without getting it too claggy and not blendable. So I will show you how I do that in a minute, but at first I'm just going to pour some on my hand and use my Real Techniques foundation brush to blend that into my skin. I just like to blend it into my hairline just so I don't have a huge colour difference, but I try and make sure I don't get it all on my hair because then it just looks really weird. So blending down onto my neck just to make sure I don't have any harsh lines, which I shouldn't do because I did match this to my neck, so I'm just double making sure. Okay, so that is all my foundation done. I do have some still left on my hand, which is what I am going to use for this problem areas, which you probably can't even see because my light, there we go. So as you can see, I have some spots up here. I also have some on my chin, so I'm just going to be showing you how I do that. So with the leftover foundation still on my hand, I'm going to grab my No7 Translucent powder, and this, as you can see, has a lot in the little base bit there, so yeah, I'm just going to pinch like just a tiny bit. Oh gosh, sunlight. Oh god, I just spilled that all over me. Brilliant. And I've just added some onto there, and then just using my foundation brush I'm just going to mix that all together, and if it's still not the thickness that I like, I will just add a slight bit more. And this just makes the foundation set a little bit more, just so it's a little more claggy, and so it will give you higher coverage on problem areas. So I'm just actually going to zoom into my problem areas and show you what I do. So as you can see, I have some spots here, and it actually doesn't look too bad on camera, but I promise you they are quite bad at the moment. So I'm just going to touch some onto there, And I'm honestly just gonna like leave it like that for a little bit, not too long so it doesn't set way too much and I can't blend it anymore. And then I'm just gonna add some up here where my problem areas are. Then what I like to do is grab the e.l.f. stippling brush and I like to just pat that in just to give it a little bit more higher coverage, as well as blending. So to conceal under my eyes, first off I use this, and this is a dark circle corrector from No7, and this basically just cancels out the purplish tints on under eye circles, which I have really bad circles underneath my eyes. So I just put that on, and it's actually not showing up, but it is quite orange. There we go. I'm just making sure not to rub off any of my eye makeup. And I basically just let the air get to that so it gets a little bit more claggy, as this one's quite liquid. If I could change anything about this, I'd make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so already that looks better. And then I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline New York Superstay Better Skin Perfecting Concealer. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was doing then. And I basically just put that all under my eyes, and I'm going to blend that in actually with my flat foundation brush from Real Techniques. Again, what I use to put my foundation on, just because I find it gives me better coverage. And then I'm also going to go in with my beauty blender. So I've just concealed underneath my eyes, and I'm going to go in with like a highlighter concealer now, just so I can contour a little bit later. So I am going to be using Bo-oing from Benefit, and this is in the lighter shade, yeah, 01. So I'm just going to grab some of that on my finger, just because I prefer to use this on my finger, and as you can see it's a lot lighter than the Maybelline, and I just put that underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to blend that with my beauty blender again. So then I'm just going to be going in with the Real Techniques powder brush, I think this is, buffing brush, and I am going to be using the No7 loose powder again. I'm just going to blend down my neck as well, just to extra blend everything in. Okay, so that is done. I'm now going to move on to just slightly contouring my cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Bronzing powder. This is in Sun Bronze number 002, and I'm just going to be grabbing my Real Techniques brush, and this is the contour brush. I'm just going to grab a bit on and just apply it underneath my cheekbones. I just make sure I really blend it in, just so I don't have any harsh lines. I'm just gonna grab some and pop it on my face, just by my temples, just to give me a little bit more definition. I'm not like overly good or desperate to contour, if you get what I mean. I'd rather just sort of go out with blush sometimes, but just today, to achieve this more flawless look, I am going to just do a slight bit of contouring. Again, I don't really, that's my dog at the door, sorry. I don't really overdo it normally, it's just if I go out I will do. I'm then going to be going in with the Ted Baker, and this is actually bronzer, but to me it works more like a shimmery blush, just because it is this gorgeous colour. And I'm just going to be using the Ted Baker Kabuki brush, and no I won't because it's on the floor, so I'm just using the Kabuki brush to just apply this to the apples of my cheeks. And then I am just going to be going in with High Beam, and this is a tiny little sample, and this is from Benefit, and I'm going to be using this as my highlighter. I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones. Also going to be applying it up here. I don't really like to highlight way too much. Just a little bit on the tip of my nose. lightly contour my nose. I don't normally like to do this just because, I don't know, I'm not overly fussed on contouring my nose. Like, honestly, I'm a believer in anything, you know, on your body is how it's meant to be. Like, I used to be really self-conscious about my nose because it slightly sticks out, but I am not going to get a nose job, nor am I going to overly try to make my nose look thinner or a different shape just because there is no need. I am born this way, I'm going to stay this way. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I am going to be using my normal thing, which is the new CID Cosmetics i-Groom pencil in dark brown, I believe, and then just setting it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Gel. Is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As again, I'm not saying this is what you're meant to do, but this is honestly just what I do to achieve a more higher coverage look. So yeah, I will talk to you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!